I'm Jamie Anderson, and in this video I'm going to give you beginners some tips on playing, and this applies to any stringed instrument where you're playing chords. The first thing to consider is the setup of your instrument. If it's new and you bought it recently at a brick and mortar store and you're having trouble pressing the strings down, it could be that you need a setup. Keep in mind that instruments sit in the store for a while, all kinds of people play them, and so they can get a little out of whack. Take it back to the store and tell them you want a setup. That means they're going to adjust how high the strings are off the neck. They may look at the saddle, they may look at the nut. There's a lot of things that they can do for you to help you play a little easier. The second thing to consider is the gauge strings that you're using. They come in all different thicknesses. I keep medium lights on this guitar because it makes it a little easier to play since I play with students all day. They also make light strings and extra light strings, and those are thinner and thinner. Extra light is very thin, and those are a lot easier on your fingers, especially when you're first building up your calluses. Do not get medium gauge strings if you're a beginner, and stay away from heavy gauge strings. Those are like playing, I don't know, piano wire or something. Another thing to consider is the instrument that you're playing. Have you chosen the right instrument? Everybody goes for the guitar, which is awesome. I love the guitar. I've been playing it for many years. But consider something that's a little more accessible, like maybe the ukulele. Ukuleles are a little easier on your fingers because they have nylon strings. So it's not like you're cramming metal into them. They're a little more accessible too because some of the chords are only one finger. This is a C chord. So ukulele's great, but of course if you're a metalhead, that's not going to help you, so you do want to play the guitar. But so keep in mind the kind of instrument that you're playing. Now, what is the quality of your instrument? Right? Are you playing a guitar that your uncle had in his attic for 50 years? Chances are it's a piece of junk, right? So try to borrow a better instrument, or maybe purchase an instrument. A lot of people think you have to spend a lot of money to get a decent guitar. You don't. In the United States and in Canada, you can buy a decent beginner guitar for maybe $150. It doesn't matter the brand. A lot of people ask me what brand. Go to a brick and mortar store and play the guitars. Play the one you like the best that's in your price range. Simple. It's kind of like learning to drive, right? If you're learning to drive, a beat-up old Ford is fine as long as it runs. You don't need a Mercedes right off the bat. After you've been driving for a while, then you can go out and buy the Mercedes if you're a millionaire or a billionaire or whatever. So there's that to consider. The other thing that you want to do is keep it simple. Now, I don't care if you're the biggest Hendrix fan on the planet. If you set right out to learn a Hendrix song, you're probably going to crash and burn, all right? Find something more accessible. Try basic chords like C, G, and D, okay? I don't care if you're a metalhead. Nobody has to hear you. These are the chords that are really great to learn. And if you want to know more, go to YouTube and search Jamie Anderson Music, and you'll find lots of instructional videos where I teach you those chords as well as a variety of strums. Practice. That's the other element here. You wouldn't join a soccer team and expect just to show up for the games and be the star of the team. You gotta go practice. It's the same thing with playing an instrument. Practice every day if you can, but if you're busy, that's all right if you skip a day or two. 15 minutes a day and you will learn to play. Half hour is even better. An hour is good. Try not to overdo it because you'll get overtired. All right. So there are some tips for playing an instrument. If you want to know more, I teach via Skype. I'll put the address somewhere here in the frame. You can also go to jamieanderson.com, and there is a form right on my homepage to contact me. While you're at jamieanderson.com, look around. I got lots of albums. I'd love for you to hear my music. And if you want more instructional videos, go to YouTube and search on Jamie Anderson Music. I've got how to play the ukulele, guitar, mandolin, all kinds of great stuff. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot.